Oh shit! I didn't even know my co-host didn't even introduce.
You ain't got no co-host.
But I ain't know that you wasn't gonna introduce me, player.
I had to check you out
Oh,
first. I'm about to say
you,
Stacks out there
we
getting it
already
in
live.
the street.
We already, we already live. You supposed?
Yeah,
I
we
thought you
live
was
right
gonna.
now.
You know what I'm saying?
We live. We live with Harlem's
That's what I'm
own
saying.
BossedUp
Introduce me before we go live.
Staxx.
Yo, you play too much, man.
Uh, you
Yo,
got to
listen,
record that
man.
anthem right. You got to record that anthem so I could use it like a little button on here. It'd be like Boss Charles. You gotta have that, sing out that drink popping like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at you on the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm by the water, but
What's
this
good?
this Riverside pretty much.
What's
Yo,
goody?
nothing much, man. Man, I just wanted to say this, right? So I want to make this short, sweet, and simple, right? I've been seeing so many different things, right? That is, it hurts my feelings, right? People, people out here watch the news or they see things that get posted or whatever, and they start to say stuff that's crazy. Like in Brooklyn at Jubei, it was a 6-year-old boy that was killed, and they try to scrutinize the parent for having her 6-year-old kid outside at 11 or 1 o'clock in the morning, not knowing the whole story that that parent was going to look for for their other kid or whatever. They made phone calls to try to get in contact with their daughter, and they had to bring their kid outside, and they walked into a situation where the kid actually ended up getting killed. Right, they 6-year-old kid ended up getting killed or whatever. So, so it's crazy. It's mind-boggling to me how we talk about everything but the real issue. She got on the thong probably. But we talk about everything but the real issue. The issue is not that that little boy wasn't supposed to be outside with his parent or whatever. Maybe she didn't have the help that she deserved or needed to keep him in the house or whatever. Another babysitter, another parent, another adult, a teenager that could have watched him or whatever, right? Like it was a parade or whatever. The problem is that we are we are killing each other, right? Who plans on walking out their house to go to a parade to have fun and get killed? If you do the numbers, in 2016, two people got killed at the same parade at Jubei, West Indian Parade. 2017, a 66-year-old lady got killed. 2017, a 72-year-old lady got killed. Like this is becoming something that's repetitive. Now in 2020, not only do we have to worry about the police killing us, we gotta worry about the coronavirus killing us. If we don't worry about the coronavirus killing us or the police killing us, we gotta worry about us killing each other. So, like, that is the real issue, not the fact that that parent shouldn't walk down the street with her kid at 1 in the morning, or the kid was out. It's not like the kid was outside by himself at 1 in the morning or 11 o'clock at night, for that matter. The problem is that we killing each other. We get mad when the cops kill us. We don't pay each other enough respect and homage to be upset when we killed by the cops or by another ethnic background or whatever. When we start to be united and stand as one, they will respect us as one. They understand that we come as one or whatever. It doesn't even matter if we coming in peace or if we come in with all of the smoke. They gonna respect that we come as one. We do these marches and these different protests or whatever when something is done to us by the police or by another ethnic background. but there's never been a protest against gun violence when it's within our own community. And it's not like we are fighting within the community to stop the gun violence or to stop the rapos or to stop, like we not fighting for a cause. We fighting B cause or whatever because you stepped on my shoe, because you looked at me wrong. Like, let's be real. Let's fight for something that's worth fighting or whatever. Let's be on one accord. Like, it's too many rappers out here that got people out here glorifying a false lifestyle, a lifestyle that they begin rapping to try to get rich to get out of or whatever. So there's nothing really to glorify about that particular lifestyle in reality. If I was broke, struggling, sleeping on a train, begging, dirty, whatever the case might be, and I start rapping about my life or whatever, I want people to hear my story, yes. But I'm sharing my story as a form of entertainment so that I could get paid from it. And I reach a certain level of fame and I start promoting about gun violence and, yeah, I'm gonna shoot them up, go get the ops, all this stuff. I try to escape that lifestyle. Why am I promoting it as if I'm still caught up in it? Like, nobody gets rich or or whatever the case might be and stays in the hood. Jay-Z moved out of Marcy soon as he touched his first million, soon as he got reached a certain level of fame. Like, these dudes is not in their neighborhoods. They, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we gotta get to the standpoint and take advantage of understanding and knowing that we have a obligation to make it out the hood. We have a obligation as parents, as a village, to protect our women, to protect the kids first, or whatever. We got to start protecting these babies, man. They are the future, and we don't give them a future by killing them. We don't give them a future by by creating false realities for them. We don't give them a future by allowing them to be put in harm's way. We don't give our women the responsibility to take care of home if we not taking care of home first and foremost as men, as protectors, as providers. But when we not protecting our women, there's no way that they can protect us. There's no way that they can do what a woman is created to do, and that's be a helpmate. That's be that you know what I'm saying. A woman's job is to be a helpmate. It's not supposed to be someone that is below a man, beneath a man. Like, we are supposed to coexist in one world with one obligation, and that is to enhance each other, make each other better, bring out the qualities that we find in each other that is great or whatever. And we're supposed to pull them out and make you search deeper within to be better, to be enhanced, to use the quality to be better or whatever. Not to be sitting there going back and forth and all on the internet, Facebook. Oh, you seen what she was wearing? Or I'm gonna kill you when I see you tomorrow. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta do better as men, as women, as kings, as queens, as young princesses, as princes, or whatever. Uh, you know, Cardi B is Cardi B, and I always say it or whatever. She made it out or whatever. But I don't respect that she's out here not telling young girls that they could be better, that they could be different, that it's more, it's better out there for them or whatever. Like, I don't respect that. At the end of the day, I don't respect that. That Jay-Z is not speaking on behalf of these different things or whatever. I just don't respect so many different things and these different regards or whatever. And at the end of the day, it is our responsibility as a people, as a village, to protect the kids. It's our responsibility as men to protect these queens. It's the responsibility of the queens to respect and protect the kings. And like I said, today I did have a guest. I had somebody that wanted to be on the show, but I felt it my responsibility to get on here, talk with my man, Knowledge Born, or whatever, and we could create
You see that
something.
right there?
Now I see it.
This happen every year. This
We gotta,
happen
we
every
gotta.
year. This every year. My fam, Divine Allah down there in Trenton and other places, they all come together and do this. They do this every year. So it's people in the community that's stepping up to do it. They ain't got big budgets. They don't got a bunch of people that come through there. I just want to highlight it because it's people that's out here doing it. That's why I
That's a
got a
fact.
platform. You know what I'm saying?
We got to get in contact with them, man. I remember back in the days, I did a movement in the church,
If everybody
and they
organized
had,
where they are,
they
everybody
had,
do a
they
little
had a.
bit. Nobody got to do a lot.
That's a fact. The
Trying to see
idea
if
is
this
for us to
other one
work
come up real
smarter and
quick.
not harder. They got an organization called Snugs. It's guns spelled backwards. They dedicate themselves and time to getting guns off the street. Anytime that they see a young person with a gun in their hand or whatever the case might be, they dedicate themselves, feeling obligated to getting these guns off the street or whatever. Like I
This
honestly
coming up
don't
at
think,
the end of the month.
huh?
This coming up at the end of the month. They do this
Where's this
every year.
located? Oh, that's
That's
all.
in
That's
North.
out in New Jersey. That's out in
Yeah,
New
that's
Jersey, man. Y'all go take advantage of going and check that out, man. Like I said, it's our responsibility to protect our communities or whatever. The reason
this
I
in
use the Black
Baltimore right
Panthers
here.
so much,
This in Baltimore right here. You know what I'm saying? You see all them young
ground
kings
them with
right
my
there?
brother. Right,
Yeah. These young kings right here, they
right.
learning. You know what I'm saying? Like in one of the most bloodiest cities in the world, Baltimore. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's going on.
That's a fact.
This ain't getting pressed. The bodies is getting pressed though. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gray getting in pressed. You know what I'm saying? Like these
Right.
things not getting pressed. They out here moving. They out here making things happen. So in the midst of all this chaos, there's some order
Man,
being
send that to
applied.
me. Send both of those to me. I'm posting that on my Instagram and Facebook, man. I need people to be aware or whatever. To be aware is to be alive, man. You can't live without being aware, man, and that's the reality of it. We are walking
You were
around.
just talking about Black Panther, right? Why they not celebrating real Black Panthers is out here right now? It's sisters right now and brothers right now that's in Lake Charles that just got hit with the hurricane, rescuing people. You know what I'm saying? They risking their life rescuing
See, the reason
people.
that they
They've
not,
been doing it
the
since
reason that
Katrina. They got 15 years. Every time it's hurricane season, they out there making stuff happen. You see what I'm saying? They risking their life every year. They've been risking their life since Hurricane Katrina. That's 15 years ago.
the reason that they
They
not
got the
talking
black
about the Black
card.
Panthers or whatever is because but look, the reason that they not talking about the Black Panthers is because they're not making as much noise as they did back when Huey P and all these different guys was doing it. But what people miss, the most important thing that the Black Panthers at that time did was they stopped people from selling drugs in the community. They made them feel secure and protected. Nowadays, in 2020 or whatever, people have such pride, such high level of pride and no level of accountability for their own actions, where you can't really say nothing to a person and they just be like, yo, you know what? I'm right. I work in the subways, right? I'm a supervisor. We our job is to protect people from the coronavirus or whatever. We take the risk exposing ourselves to it, right? I said something to a young man the other day and a young lady. Neither one of them like me, and I could care less or whatever. But they just don't like supervisors. They don't like nobody telling them what to do, which is cool. At the same time, they they stand there and they talk. So I go to approach the young man and I'm like, yo, you can't be on your phone, but you on your phone. I'm like, you you responsible for you and I'm responsible for me. Like my supervisor know why I'm on the phone. Do your supervisor know why you on the phone? Which is me. I don't know why you on the phone. You on the phone just to talk. Like young lady tell me, she never saw me clean the train, and I'm like, I don't clean the train because that's not my job. I'm a supervisor. I'm watching y'all do y'all job. Like, but people have accountability issues. And that's the reality of it. Like, people don't even understand how responsible they are for what goes on around them. Because if you don't do nothing, that's just doing nothing is just as it makes you as guilty as the person that actually did it, because you had the opportunity to stop them from doing what they did. We have to be our own news reporters. We have to be our own eyes and ears. We have to make each other aware. We have to do this. It is our job as a people to sit here and speak on what's really going on, because the only thing that we get is the truth that they want us to get. The watered down, tampered with version of the truth. Like, you got people out here posting that, yo, it's the saddest thing in the world that everybody on my timeline damn near knows more about what's going on with Kanye West and his household, or Kim Kardashian and her relationship, and all these different people. They know more about their business than they know about filling out a job application. They know more about their favorite rapper than they know about what's going on with their kid. They know more about, like, man, you responsible for these things. Young girls out here getting raped. Young boys out here hanging out with the killers that's passing them the guns, being manipulated. Like, you responsible for your kid. You sitting there loving hip hop, raise your kid. You sitting there, you don't know nothing about your kid favorite color, favorite pair of sneakers, what they ate, if they ate for the day or whatever. But you know everything Cardi B did. You know about when she was on that boat twerking. Like, you know all these different things, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. My mom knew all my friends' parents when I was growing up. She wanted to know where I was when I was growing up, even though she knew I was gonna be outside most of the time anyway, because that's what I was doing. I was out in the field, but she wanted to know my ways, and you know what I'm saying. When I came in, it was a home cooked meal, and like every night. I remember my mom kicked me out because I didn't want to follow the rules. When she found out what I was doing in the street, she told me, you know what? Come back here. I said, I'm not coming back, because one of my friends had got kicked out at the same a week after me. I said, I'm not coming back unless he could come with me. She let him stay with us for years. And every night when we came in that house, it was a plate of food waiting for us. And me and him didn't eat pork. She cooked pork. She made chicken for us. She cooked pork. We got steak. Like, but she knew what was going on. We were so deep in my neighborhood. I could go 12 blocks up and my mom would be able to tell me what happened. It's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, us as parents, in this village or whatever, our community, this is our community. This is our community. Right now, I'm in Midtown. They got, this is beautiful down in Midtown. We don't have this in our neighborhoods, but we can't come down here and destroy their community without the cops being called, without us being arrested. Like, they said it was a seagull or something like that stole a man funnel cake out in Atlantic City and went to jail because he shot the seagull. But the cops is out here killing us as people. They put more into animal cruelty. Somebody going to jail for animal cruelty than they do for a person's life. These cops killed Breonna. These cops killed Eric Gardner, George Floyd, all these different people, and they never go to jail for it. But as soon as one of us kill a dog, cat, bird, they got a 2-year offer for us. They got a 5-year offer for us. Come on, man. We got to protect our community. We got to do better. We responsible. We responsible, man. And we got to take responsibility. We got to take accountability. And we got to understand that we are obligated to be more unified. We got to be like School and Fish, man. School of Fish, or whatever. We got to move as one. We don't even got to agree to do that, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And we know the difference. Like, We know the difference between right and wrong. So if you see something that's wrong, you know that you know that you gotta step up, get involved, be active. If it means that you see something going wrong with a young man or whatever, he about to get jumped or something like that, and you gotta walk him all the way home, then do it. Like, but we gotta do better. I don't care what kid I see, I will encourage them and tell them that they going to the NBA, that they going to the NFL. I will stop what I'm doing to play basketball with them, to throw them a football pass or whatever. The first time my mom really ever seen me play basketball, I was 17, 18 years old. And I played 100,000 games, not literally, but I played so many games in my life from the age of 5 up that I never really had the support from home that I needed. Barely any of my family members even really watched the radio show or whatever, unless somebody else posted and they reposted, and I don't think that they watch it then. But at the same time, look at this. We don't have this uptown in Harlem. We don't have this. We don't have this uptown in Harlem. Like, we got the water because it's going all the way up there, but this is a whole park area that they created for a community that's midtown where white people was at. There's no liquor stores down here, no tech cashing places. It's all banks and wine shops or whatever. They think what they think. White people, they got a quote that go, "White boy wasted." So how could they have such a quote where white people get so drunk that they wasted and pass out and all these different things? They only drink wine? Are y'all crazy? Come on now. Are you crazy? That's blasphemy, man. That's ridiculous. Like, we don't have nothing for each other or whatever. Like, we gotta become more unified or whatever. And the easiest way to do it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let's start putting $25 a week away or whatever for a year between 12 of us, and let's go buy a store or whatever. No big eyes, little U's. No, everybody bring an idea to the table. Because when you wake up every single day and you put on a pair of Nikes, you living in whoever created Nike, you living in that man's mind or whatever. You walk in that man's mind when you put them Nikes on, when you put them Pumas on, when you put them jeans on, them polo jeans, Tommy, you living in that man's mind. So the best idea that you could come up with is to make somebody live in yours. Let's get a store. My name is BossedUp Staxx on Facebook. I am Staxx on Instagram. I am period sign STAXX. You could hit me up, DM me, and say I'm down for the cause. We could get a store going. One business turns into 50 businesses. All we need to do as a team, as a group of people, is start with one business. So if y'all down for it, if y'all down to take the communities over or whatever, and we start to teach our kids, us as leaders, kings, queens, princes, princesses, or whatever, like, hit me up. They scared of me. Hit me up. I'm with it. I'm down for it. We can definitely get a store of any kind going or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure that anybody that watches this has a kid that know how to cook. That, like, we gotta be our own best investors. We gotta be our own best investments, and we gotta be our kids' best investment. Our kids' best inspirations. We have to do that. We have to take it over by doing it. And the only way to get it done in reality is, I just told y'all the blueprint, man. Let's start it off $25 a week or whatever. $25 a week. That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 in a year. Some months have five 5 weeks. So you know that's $125. Like, but at the end of the day, you know that you're gonna have somewhere between 12 and 1250 saved up for a year, a little bit more possibly. And if you could do more, then you do more. Like, If you know, whatever you could give towards us getting our own store in our community, let's do it. Let's put the plan in motion. We got to get after schools for our young brothers and sisters to go to, so that they won't be in the streets being taken advantage of by the gang members, by the crooks, by the thugs, um, and being killed by the police. We got to have somewhere for them to go. So, like, let us be the ones that's teaching our kids. Let us be the ones that's leading our kids. If you teaching your kid something and your kid fails, guess what? They didn't. You fell. There's no such thing as a bad kid. It's bad parenting. It's bad teachers. Is like is yeah. A kid that don't know no better, that's learning from somebody can't be bad. You got to find an effective way to do it. I look. I ain't want to stay on the show for an hour long, and I'll probably bored a few of y'all because y'all don't like this kind of talk. Y'all want to hear me talk about something that's goofy or whatever. Because even the goofy rappers is being made rich right nowadays or whatever. So that tells y'all what y'all into or whatever. Y'all still support snitches. Y'all buying 6ix9ine album or whatever. Like, so at the end of the day, me personally, for those of you that are down for it, like I said, BossedUp Staxx on Facebook. Hit me up on Messenger. You can hit up Knowledge Born. He knows how to get in contact with me directly. You can hit him up, and we could just take it over. It don't have to be a New York thing. It don't got to be a North Carolina thing because he's in North Carolina. We can make this a global thing. No matter where you at, it's a way to get in contact with you. It's a way for you to reach out to me. It's a way to get next to you, man. People are still booking flights. People are still taking buses. Like, let's really, really make it happen, man. Let's build our own Black Wall Street. But instead of having one Black Wall Street in New York, let's have a Black Wall Street in New Jersey as well. Let's have a Black Wall Street in North Carolina. Let's have a Black Wall Street in Dallas. Let's have a Black Wall Street in every single state, everywhere you go. Something that's for us and by us. Remember FUBU? For us, by us? Let's go back to that. Like, let's do that. But most importantly, let's start to protect these kids, man. These babies deserve to have a future, man. They deserve it. No kid was born for no reason or whatever. Like, and like I said, we have to protect our kids. Let's protect our queens. Because without the queens, we can't have little princesses and princes. We can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's treat our women like equals. We got to start to protect our people, man. These white people will protect their own at all costs or whatever, and they getting away with it. We got to protect our own. And I'm not telling nobody it's okay to teach a kid how to shoot a gun, to carry a gun or whatever. It's not okay to teach a kid that for the simple fact that if they even think for 1 second that your kid got a gun on them, you might as well make a funeral arrangement. Back in 2012, they had a news report where they killed the young boy, 17 years old, in front of his 6-year-old brother and his grandmother in the Bronx. They had another 2 reports about a guy in Queens that had a gun, 3 shots off, and got shot in the shoulder by the cops. They didn't kill him. They killed that young black man, though, over a bag of weed that they never found and said that he flushed down the toilet. They made a bigger life about the teacher out in New Jersey that slept with her 16-year-old student than they did about the young black kid that just got killed 2 weeks before that or whatever. And it was a young white kid and a young white teacher. Like, but they made an issue, more of an issue about sex than they did about life. They got a license to kill. Let's not give them a reason to, because they're going to kill us whether they have one or not or whatever. Like, I just want people around me that is down for the cause and not be cause, man. You know what I'm saying? And the cause is that we need effective results. The cause is that we got to be more unified. The cause is that we got to start to protect each other. We got to protect these babies. Like, and that's my time. Knowledge Born, I appreciate you. Next week, I definitely have a guest or 2 or 3. Or this week, it just burnt me in my spirit. I had to really get on here and speak my mind which I really do because I be trying to interview people and give them a chance to promote what's going on, or whatever. Like, but today I said, let me dig in. Let me touch the people, or whatever. I don't need to get 150 views on YouTube because I don't do it for YouTube and I don't do it for the views. I do it for the people, or whatever. I do it for the people that have a voice and don't know that they have a voice. That's scared to speak or whatever. Like, let's take a stand though, man. I appreciate y'all time. For those of y'all that watch, I hope that y'all start to subscribe because once you subscribe, you'll know every day, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. you'll see Boss Talk will pop up at the top of your screen and you'll know that you'll get informed in some type of way, shape, or form. Even if I'm interviewing somebody else, I will stop and say something that's going to inform you about what's going on and how do we overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Let's start to love each other. Hate is so easy. Let's start to do something that's hard. I heard somebody say the other day that they was a gangster and everything that they said that was gangster to them was something that was regular, something that they saw in a movie or heard a rapper say. But it wasn't about change, right? I think change is gangster. Doing what everybody else is doing is not gangster because everybody else is doing it. But when you do something different, it's hard to do something different. It's hard. It's hard to go to school, public school, and make it to Princeton or Yale and all these different things because they're not giving us these real opportunities. Like, that's hard. That's gangster to me. Running around shooting everybody, that is stupid. It shows a high level of ignorance or whatever. And like I said, you're not even shooting nobody for a cause. You just shooting them because. Like, we got to be better. Knowledge Born, man, I appreciate you for today, man. I appreciate the fact that you did. You wasn't like, nah, get a guess. This was Boss Talk, BossedUp Staxx. Like I said, I will have a guest next week or whatever. I apologize to my guests. For y'all ladies out there or whatever that's looking for some real mink eyelashes, hit up Elianza's Collections on Instagram. That's ELANZA Collections all together on Instagram. The website will be up soon. I'm talking full mink, real mink, no skunk. Um, eyelashes. If you interested in hearing some music, go on YouTube and check out my man Pierre McFlair. He got some new joints on there. My man P Fresh, that's my cousin. I interviewed him already. He got a few joints that's out or whatever. He's working on a new one right now. My man Bugatti Biggs, he got a joint with Fred the Godson. God bless his soul, man. Look forward to seeing big things from him. You got Star Smiles, like I could keep going or whatever, but check out my peoples, man. Like, for real. If you're looking for some t-shirts, my man Dog in the Bronx got some good t-shirts. Park Avenue, 160th. Keisha B. Cardi, I interviewed her about 2-3 weeks ago or whatever. She's still making t-shirts or whatever. The list goes on, man. My man Fab Shine or whatever, Jason Funderburg on Facebook, Jason Fab Shine on Instagram. He got good music out. Like, y'all take advantage of seeing these people, man. Kristen Cookies for the cookies or whatever. Her name is Kristen on Instagram. I mean on Facebook or whatever. Her cookies is so good, man. And she make about 12 different kinds. Cheesecake cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Oh man, the list goes on. Y'all check these people out, man. Oh, and if you're ever in the Bronx, check out Family First for a good meal. 167th and Boston Road, man. Good soul food. I'm talking chicken and waffles. I'm talking baked macaroni and cheese, potato salad, The best of the best, man. Y'all, it's called Family First, man. Y'all go check that out, man. That's my time. BossedUp Staxx. Holla at me.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. Night in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to the
motive
gritty
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.